Monica in Patterson, Squeeze, has been waiting for some time. Monica.
All right,
Hi, good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, I'm calling on behalf of someone. This young man married to an American citizen. She's around 20 years older than him. They went on an interview sometime in December. And when they went on the interview, I think they didn't interview them fairly. The immigration officer.
Why do you feel you weren't there on the interview, were you?
No,
okay.
I wasn't there.
So
but
why do you feel it was an unfair interview? Tell me why.
Okay, I'm coming to it.
Okay.
The gentleman they said he's an older person, the immigration officer. And when he was interviewing the wife and the husband, it's like he was saying to the wife, this is a young guy than you. He don't have any children. Don't you think he only need a green card? You want us to just finish with the case right here today?
Okay.
Those are what
okay.
they were saying.
So were they with an attorney?
No, they didn't.
That is exactly why you need an attorney. It is not for the immigration officer's role to put his own spin on who is showing up and his own life experiences on who is showing up to determine whether or not it's a real marriage or not. They are supposed to ask questions. Do you live together? Do you share the same bed? Are you living the same life? Are you sharing the same economic relationship? Yeah. And if that's the case, then under the law, they have to say it's a real marriage. It's not for the immigration officer to presuppose because somebody has a 10 or 20 year difference that it's not a real marriage. I can point, Squeeze, to many, many people, right? Many people that we know who are in relationships, real relationships, where people are 10, 15, 20, 30 years apart. My sister has been married to a man who is 15 years older than her, and they've been happily married for over 25 years. Okay? So it happens all the time. And I know people, I just saw a picture of Michael Douglas and that's Squeeze's friend, Michael Douglas and what's the wife's name? Catherine Zeta-Jones. I don't know what their age difference is, but it's got to be at least 20, 25 years. They have children, 17 years old. I just saw a picture of them, on Instagram in India. So people are allowed to fall in love with who they fall in love with. It is not for the immigration officer to put his own life experience and determine just because there's an age difference that this is not a real marriage, which is exactly why you need a good lawyer accompanying you so that the immigration officers do stay on track. So what happens at this point now?
At this point now, the immigration officer not even look at the documents that they brought. Anyhow, he told them they would hear from him. When I went on an interview, after I left the interview, they gave me a form to say that you were here for an interview. They didn't even give them a paper to say they were here for an interview. They said they would hear back from them. He get a denial letter from them right now.
Okay, so he needs to come see me immediately.
One other question.
Yes.
I said it to him. I told him he need to come and see you. He's saying that he went to a next lawyer, and the next lawyer is saying he had to do a new filing. I don't believe he has to do a new filing.
He absolutely has to do a new filing. He got denied. Okay, he can go and wait for the tooth fairy to come and wave a wand and hand him a green card. He's got to actually do something. He's got to file again. He got denied. All right, so hold on one second. I know you don't believe it because it's crazy, but that's what it is. So hold on one second. But this time when he files, he's going to get it right. Hold on. All right, there. There you go, Squeeze. 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 I don't hear Squeeze. I have lost all volume of Squeeze. There he is. What did you say, Squeeze?
There.
What did you say?
I said call 1-800-529-5465 as our producer tried to get me to get someone with the initials MD on the show.
I saw that. Squeeze has his number in the phone, but I don't think he's just gonna hey, it's Squeeze. Want to come on the show tomorrow? All right. You're not as close to him as Shaggy, who you just called it Shaggy. You driving? Yeah. You're coming on the show. Okay, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Lisa.
Hi, Squeeze or Brad. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year.
Okay, I have two questions I want to ask. The first one is, my husband is calling, and can I call with him and get with my tax ID?
I don't hear a word you're saying. You're breaking up. Can you talk into your phone off the Bluetooth?
I am.
Okay, now I hear you.
Okay, yes, I'm saying my husband is doing his filing, and can I file with him with my tax ID?
Yes. You should file with your tax ID, a joint tax return. If you were married we're now in 2018. Yes. If you got married in 2017, you have to file a joint tax return. When you file your adjustment, you'll get a work permit. With the work permit, you'll get a social security number, and then with
that's what I was. That's the next question. I already filed, but I put it in, so it's now in process. But I did not attach the affidavit to it. Now, what I'm asking is this: are they going to send me the next letter stating that I have to do the affidavit with the fingerprint?
What affidavit are you talking about? I don't know what affidavit you're talking about.
No, the affidavit of support. I did not send it in with it.
If you did not submit an affidavit of support with your application, nothing is happening on your case. The only thing you're going to get is a request for further evidence and a letter asking for the affidavit of support. Your case is at an
yes, I have it. I have it. So I'm just going to send it in whenever they ask for it.
But I am telling you, your case is at a standstill. So it's as if you have never, ever filed. Nothing is happening with your case. So I know you have it, but immigration doesn't know you have it. So the only thing immigration knows is at some point they're going to review your case. They're going to see no affidavit of support. They're not going to clear your fingerprints. They're not going to give you a work permit. They're going to give you absolutely nothing. Your case is basically still at the starting line. And at some point in the future, they're going to send you a letter, and the letter is going to say, please give the affidavit of support. At that point, you'll submit it, and then at that point, your case will get going. Do not. This is a very. 1 second. Let me finish my sentence. Good lesson for everybody. Submit an entire application or don't submit it at all. You totally put yourself behind the 8 ball when you don't submit a completed application.
Okay, let me get. My husband put in his affidavit, but it wasn't enough. So I have a joint support.
You did not
That's
submit.
The one I didn't send in.
Fine. Then you did not submit a completed application. You don't submit. Don't submit partial applications. Nothing happens.
Okay.
So
can I send it off? Can I send it off to them, or should I wait until they ask for it?
You have to wait. If you send it off, it'll never hit your file. You got to wait, and they're going to send you a letter with a barcode, and then you submit it back with the barcode.
Okay, no problem. And then the next question, the last question is this: if or when I get the travel documents, can I travel back without my husband, or do I have to travel with him?
No, you don't have to travel with your husband.
Okay.
All right. Right now, we are going to go to G in Brooklyn. G.
Go to G in Brooklyn.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Morning. How are you? Happy New Year.
I do a fingerprint on the 26th of September, right? And then it's January now, and I get no answer.
What happened in September?
I did a fingerprint 26th of September, and I get a return up to now.
You haven't gotten it? Well, then something's wrong.
No.
I don't know. You got to come and see us. I don't know what happened, but something's wrong. Should have got a work permit by now. Hold on. All right, let's go to Edward. Something's up. Edward. Edward in Brooklyn.
No. Misunderstand it. I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm calling you from offshore.
From offshore? Oh,
yes, I'm in the middle of the ocean.
You are are you on a boat?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. All right. So I don't have to call anybody to you're not in a life raft or anything.
No. I work offshore.
Because when you say you're in the ocean, at first thing I'm like, do I got to save this man?
No.
Shalom. He's an offshoreman. I know. I figured. Edward, what's up?
Okay, very simple. I got married 2 years ago. I'm right now with my wife. We are separate because I work offshore.
Right.
And I go home every 28 days or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. It all depends on everything. Her condition of removal will be by December. Now, I'm a little bit skeptical because she lives in Louisiana and I live in Louisiana. Do I have to continue every time I'm being transferred to a different location? Do I have to send in a I-form 865?
Well, you don't have to submit a change of address, but when she's moving, She has to be living with you, and when she's moving,
No, we live together. It's just, I got proof. I have proof that we pay rent. I pay rent.
Okay, fine.
She does not work.
So what's going to happen is when it's time for her to remove the conditions of her residence, you're going to file an I-751 to remove the conditions and prove it's a real marriage.
That I know. But what was my concern is, you see, when she came in this year, the last year of 2016, I was going back and forth working in North Dakota where the oil booming is at. I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth.
So your question is, every time she moves, you have to change your
address?
You do not have to change your address, no. The only thing that she has to do is fill out an AR-11 with a change of address where she's moving.
Unless she was to move.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm done with that. One more question, and that's it. The question is, I gave an affidavit support for my cousin, who was requiring it at the last minute when he went to the interview in the embassy of the Dominican Republic. He says to me, "I need 2016." I says, "Sure, I'll give you the affidavit support." I gave him the papers, but he says to me, 16. I says to him, no, it's impossible that the inspector in the embassy requested you for 2016 because he didn't make enough for one person. I says, how much did you make? He says to me, I made 24. On federal, you make 24. And what about the year before? He says 23. And what about the year after 2013? He says, I made only 21. Yeah. Then I said to him, it's impossible. The inspector requested an affidavit support for 2016.
I don't even understand. Who's getting a green card? Your cousin in Dominican Republic? How does he have? Who's getting the green card?
My cousin needed an affidavit support.
Okay, fine. So how many people in his family?
Just him.
Does he have any dependents on his tax returns?
Yes, one daughter.
So therefore he probably did not earn enough because he's a family of 3.
Okay, I see.
Right.
Including the person he was.
Correct.
So that means
that's why he needed a second affidavit of support.
But he says to me he needed 2016. I said to him, excuse my language.
One second. Watch the language, number one. But number two, this is what he needed from you. I'll tell you instead of you telling the whole story. What he needed from you was 3 years tax returns, your most recent tax returns, and an I-864 affidavit of support, and a letter from your employer saying you're employed. That's what he needed.
There you go. That's where the mistake was. I told him you're wrong.
Right.
But he's in the middle of the embassy. He's calling me from the ring. He says, I need this. I says, you're wrong. You're telling me no inspector is going to ask you for 2016.
Okay, Edward, have him tell him to watch the show on Facebook, and if he wants,
he does.
Tell him to call us, and I'll get it straightened out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate your call, Edward. Right. Stay safe out there in the seas. It's cold. Must be cold. Let's go to Jackie, who has waited almost 40 minutes for an immigration call. Jackie,
thanks for waiting.
Hi. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Can you tell me what form do you file for your fiance who is already here and everybody got married already?
How long has he been here?
Since November.
Since November? When did you get married?
Mm-hmm.
When did you get married?
Last month.
In December. How did he come here to the United States?
Fiance visa.
On a fiance visa. So you're going to file the I-485, and in the other, you're going to mark fiance visa.
Okay. I-485.
Right, an adjustment, but you don't need the I-130.
Okay, so you just file that one and send it in?
I-485, the I-485, and the G-325A, and a work permit, and the I-131 advance parole, and affidavit of support.
All right, then. Thank you.
You're very welcome. 1-800-529-5465. We have about 4 or 5 calls, Squeeze. What we'll do is we'll go through all the calls that are still. We'll squeeze them all in, even if we go over a little bit. 1-800-529-5465. Naomi from Queens. Naomi.
Hi, Squeeze. Happy New Year, Brad.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes, I have a quick question. I applied for my husband in last year, July.
Right.
But I don't get a reply back from say they received the money, but from that I have received any more papers from them.
Did your husband's where?
In Jamaica.
Okay, so you should be getting a receipt notice momentarily, but you did get the receipt. I mean, you got the receipt notice. You should be getting an approval momentarily. If you don't get an approval, by March or April, come make an appointment to come see me.
Oh, okay.
All right?
All right then.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Mark in Queens. Mark.
Yeah, morning, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, my question is, I did my green card interview last year, August, but they said the case is being reviewed. However, my work permit will expire this month. How do I go about applying for extension?
I-765 form.
Okay, will the fees be the same as when I was applying the first time?
What you applied for an adjustment? What did you do?
No, for the work permit.
I know you don't need a fee for the work permit renewal.
Okay, so just send in the
submit it. Correct.
Oh, okay,
Right.
Thank you.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze. I just want to put in our disclaimer because we're going to be off WVIP in about 60 seconds. So I do, for the people who are listening on WVIP, this is an attorney advertisement. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome. But if you do want to call Spar and Bernstein, you call them at 1-800-529-5465. We're going to continue our show live on Facebook at the Brad and Squeeze Show. Please like that page. Please follow us. And if you leave your questions on the Brad and Squeeze page, we will be answering them either on this show or on our 12 o'clock show, which you can tune back in on. If you're listening on WVIP and you have a telephone, which most people do, you could log into Facebook right now and log into the Brad and Squeeze Show and continue listening to our show. 1-800-529-5465. Andre Squeeze has been waiting for 35 minutes. Andre.
Yeah, good
Andre,
morning.
what's up?
Good morning. Happy New Year. What's up?
Yeah, I have a question.
Andre. I don't want to lose you after 35 minutes. I don't want to lose you. Where are you? What's your question? Hello, you got it.
Yeah,
You're on.
Yeah, I'm trying to apply for a derived citizenship through my mother and my father. And they're asking me for evidence that I've been here before I'm 18 years old, but I don't have any evidence because I went to school in Jamaica. I spent, I used to come to America every summertime, so I don't have any documents that they're asking for, school record, court documents.
This is in relationship to what type of application?
Derived citizenship, the N6. Yeah, I'm trying to apply for the N600 or just to get my passport.
Yeah, you have to show that you were in the legal custody of a parent living in the United States. So if you were not living you may have visited your parent, but you got to be able to show you were in the legal custody. And if you were going to school in Jamaica and just coming here for the summer, then you really weren't in the legal custody of the parent you were coming to see. So it's possible that you may not be a citizen, even though you want to be.
Okay.
All right, so that's where the problem lies. But what you should do is make an appointment to come in and let's talk about it more and then figure out whether or not you can derive citizenship. We can figure it out. But the reason why they're asking for the school records is you got to show you're in the legal custody of the parent. But based on what you're telling me, you were in legal custody of a different parent down in Jamaica.
Yeah, but I could use other proof like tax records and all those things, right?
It's possible, but I think what you need to do is make an appointment to come in because it's a lot trickier than just filling out a form for you.
Yeah.
How do I make an appointment with you?
Hold on one second.
Stay on the line.
All right, and
1-800-Law-Link.
Right, 1-800-529-5465. Our last caller today, Patrick.
That's me.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello? Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, Patrick. How you doing?
I'm good. I have some question to ask to you. I'm married to American citizen for 2 years. My wife also help me for apply my paper. Every time say tomorrow. It's almost 3 months now. Her and me, they argue home. They get a phone. They call 911 police. They come and put me outside.
Wait. Start again, Patrick. I don't understand. You got to speak a little slower.
I'm married to my wife, American citizen for 2 years. Every time they have argument, they call the phone. They call 911. It's more for 4, 7 times now. But after they try to fix everything together now. Last month, September, they argue home. He got the phone. He called 911. Police come in. They put me upstairs for the house. They give me the papers. I don't come for the house anymore. I don't call. I don't text her.
All right, Patrick, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? Your wife's called 911 on you 5 or 6 times for domestic incidences. Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
No, sir.
Okay. You have a 2-year green card or a permanent green card?
I don't have no sir. My own is supposed to apply for me. No, I mean for apply. Every time I have to apply, say tomorrow.
All right, so your wife's never applied for you. So
no,
so
sir.
Either you're gonna have to demonstrate that you were the abused spouse, not your wife, or you're gonna have to get divorced and find another way. It's one or the other. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, you need a consultation. Hold on. All right,
Patrick needs help.
Yeah, he was a fast talker. Yep. Talk about a fast talker.
Yeah.
All right, there's some used car lots up in the Bronx that he would do very well in, right? I was like, whoa, slow down. I can't hear you.
Hold down.
By the way, Squeeze,
Right.
we have to welcome a new viewer. Jeff Bossie's wife is watching for the first time. Wants to know what this is all about. Why?
Really?
Yes, she's mad at him because he spends his day watching us instead of working, he claims. It's about helping people, Jeff Bossie's wife.
With a name like Bossy?
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got it under control. Yeah.